Winter has come, and we invite you to join us January 25th to the 28th for Lux Magna, a 4-day festival with a diverse array of local arts, culture, and music, as well as some out-of-town guests to warm our collective soul. Joining the lineup are Mishkota, Huali, Jasmine Infinity, Xiaoheng, featuring urban science in the Battle of the Brass Bands, and many more. Advanced $10 tickets are available online, so please visit luxmagna.ca. That's luxmagna.ca. This festival is presented in partnership with CKUT, Casa del Popolo, Unseated Voices, Tessa, Overture with the Arts, Rock Camp for Girls and Gender Nonconforming Youth, and Shock.ca. Lux Magna. Escape the shadows, enter the great light.
I can't trust anyone who won't show me the flaws, the bumps, their anxiety. I don't believe that they have none. She's got me wrapped around her little finger, standing at the edge before the water. I could still go back, but I want to fall. I'm not the answer to your prayers. We're not getting any younger. Silver tongue under silver stars. Your hands so cold, I almost faltered. You put a spell on me, so give me something to believe in. Your words twist themselves in a familiar shape. I know your spell, it's not too late, but I'll stay. So give me something to believe in. So give me something to believe in. I thought that I would never belong. I'd given up, but then she came along. Sweet things on the tip of her tongue. She's got me wrapped around her little finger, standing at the edge before the water. I'm not going back, I wanna fall. Your bass echoes in my bones. Your name echoes when I'm alone. I know it's inevitable, but I hope that you'll be gentle. You put a spell on me, so give me something to believe in. Your words twist themselves in a familiar shape. I know your spell, it's not too late, but I'll stay. So give me something to believe in. So give me something to believe in.
And Welcome back to CKUT 90.3 FM. My name is Mags, and I am in studio with my co-host Aura Kogan. We are here repping the Lux Magna Festival happening January 25th to the 28th. Today we had ST and Liam earlier in conversation. They'll be playing at Prise d'Opposition, so it's an event with several artists coming together to speak out against intersectional oppressive forces in their music community. This is going to be a great event. It's happening January 25th at La Sala Rosa for $10, and online tickets are available on our website, luxmagna.ca. And then we had the lovely Annie Sema, who will also be playing at the festival the very next day, January 26th at La Vitrola, sharing the lineup with Mich Coda, La Fièvre, and Lonely Boa. So that's happening at La Vitrola on Friday the 26th, also $10 with online tickets available. And now we are joined by a third artist who you were just listening to. The song is called Unbeliever by HYRE, who is here today. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I am excited to be on here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Do tell.
I've never been on radio before.
Congrats, everyone. You're listening to HYRE for the very first time on the air. So, so I guess this is your first time on the radio, so this is going to be the first time you tell us about yourself on the radio. So go ahead.
Hi, I'm HYRE. I do indie/acoustic folk, I guess, and I mostly write songs about being sad. I started out writing songs because I was incredibly depressed, and that was my way of coping and sort of therapeutic in a way. But now it's getting more positive with each song/album, and I could feel myself improving, like lyric wise, music wise, and it's super fun, especially when people come up to me and say, "Oh, your song made me cry."
Oh.
It's like, I'm sad that like other people relate to my depression, but I'm also happy that they relate and can find solace in my music.
That's really good. That's really important too, especially because I know that you're also on the board at Rock Camp for Girls and Gender Nonconforming Youth.
Yeah.
So tell us a little about this organization.
Okay, so Rock Camp for Girls and Nonconforming Youth is a nonprofit. Our biggest event/program in the entire year, it's a summer camp in usually the last week of July, where we provide music lessons and for young girls and non-binary kids. We teach them music, we teach them how to write music, how to play instruments, and after a week they perform on stage, and it's such a heartwarming program to see all these kids like come back year after year. And actually our fellow boardie, Emma, also known as Amina, she grew up on Rock Camp. She had attended for 6 years, and now she's a boardie. It's amazing.
It is amazing. The glow up is real. You know, I think it's so amazing what Rock Camp does for so many kids across the city, and I think it's so important for kids to have access to these programs that allow them to flourish as artists. So you're relatively new to the board, if I'm not mistaken. Before Rock Camp, before you discovered Rock Camp, how did you find yourself exploring your artistry in the city, as a young kid?
I started out just going to open mics around downtown, around school, because I go to McGill, and I went to a couple open mics. I went to Gender Blender, hosted by Kama, and it's amazing, that Kama's Gender Blender was what made me confident enough to do stuff over and over, to perform, to reach out. And it just sort of happened I got over my anxiety, my social anxiety, to perform. And like, if you go back on my YouTube and look at the oldest videos, you can totally tell I am incredibly nervous and you can hear my voice shaking and stuff. But now I'm a lot more confident, and that's all due to a really supportive community in Montreal.
Mm-hmm. That's really good, that you were able to find yourself and find a community that helped you kind of flourish as an artist. And how do you find, for example, collaborating with artists in your corner of the scene? Have you had any trouble? Have you found it very easy? Are you looking to collaborate?
I am looking to collaborate. It's been hard to find people to collaborate with, mostly because I'm a full-time student, and a lot of other people are either also full-time students, or they have a day job, and our schedules just clash a lot of time. But I do meet with other artists frequently, and we jam, but we haven't done anything concrete. Although I am looking forward to actual collaborations in the future.
Okay, cool. So you have an album called Sarah that came out in 2017. And what I was very curious about, and I'm sure you get this question a lot, is that at the end of all your tracks, there's a name.
Oh, yeah.
So what's that about?
It's sort of a homage to all the incredible women / non-binary people that had an impact on me. It's either the names are either the actual names of those people or a play on words. So, for example, I think my song Cold Sweat, the name after that is Lynn, and that is my psychiatrist, because she's amazing and she helped me through a lot. And I'm really thankful for her help. And because Cold Sweat is about me trying to pull myself out of my depression. Like, it's hard, but I'm trying, and I can sort of see the light at the end of the tunnel. And that's she contributed a lot to that. And also my song Unpacked, which was the first song I wrote for that album. And the name after that is Kama. And that's the Kama from Gender Blender. And that's because that one time I performed a Gender Blender really pushed me to do another album. And I thought I needed to pay homage to Kama.
That's very nice. So if all the songs have a name at the end, is Sarah the title of the album? Is that a name also?
Actually, no. That's a play on sertraline, my antidepressant.
Oh, I didn't know that. I think that's very clever.
But I also wanted to make sure all the names were like women names or something like that, because
yeah,
I wanted this to be a sort of sapphic album.
Okay, that's really cool. I think that's a very cool concept. So you have an ode to women and femme and non-binary people on your album, and you just so happen to be playing at GENERATIONext 2, which is an event in ode to Montreal women, femmes, and gender non-conforming musicians. So it kind of works out. It's like full circle. You feel me? So who are some of the artists that you're looking forward to seeing at the festival, if you got a chance to look at the lineup?
Oh, I've been planning to go to all of the concerts if I can.
See you there.
I love Amina, so I'm totally gonna go see her. And I love Annie, who was just on. That was actually the first time I've actually heard her music, and it's amazing. Yeah. And I have to go.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, and there are so many other artists that I've heard of but I've never actually seen live. So this is a great chance for me to do that.
There are also, we've got some events that are showcasing a lot of artists at the same time. So the please, can you say for me?
So, prise d'opposition.
And there, thank you. I'm such a Montreal newbie. I speak no French, but I will work on it, I promise. And then we also have the Shemale Represents dance night, where there are going to be some incredible out-of-town artists, DJs coming. And then we've got a battle of the brass bands.
That's going to be epic.
3 brass bands doing
dancers.
battle. And 10 contemporary dancers performing at the same time.
That sounds
that's going to be
so
like,
cool.
If you're bored or lonely, if it's too cold outside,
it's going to be huge. And if there are any young listeners right now, GENERATIONext is also a showcase for young girls and young gender non-conforming kids, which means you can sign up to perform 1 or 2 songs at this event that HYRE will be co-headlining with Nika Champagne and One Nessa. So you can shoot us an email or just chat us up on our website, luxmagna.ca. So, if you're an aspiring singer, please email us and we will work you into the show, and we will love to have you. So what we're going to do now is we're going to play some of your music. We're going to play Unpacked by Kama, the song that you just mentioned, which is on our Lux Magna playlist. You should check out our SoundCloud. We've got a whole bunch of songs from so many of our cool artists on the lineup. And then afterwards, we will be blessed by an acoustic rendition of a new song. So we're going to go ahead into Unpacked by HYRE.
I would give you all I've got.
And welcome back to CKUT 90.3 FM. We are still in studio with HYRE, who is going to perform a new song called Shot in the Dark.
And then we're going to have to say goodbye because it's going to take us to the end of the hour. So thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming and joining us, HYRE.
Thank you.
And we're excited to see you play at Lux Magna.
Yes. So, without further ado, Shot in the Dark by HYRE.
You know, forever is a lie. Believe you me, I've tried to crack the code. I know I spent too many hours trying to shield my heart from getting broken. There's nothing left to do. There's nothing left to lose. If the sun comes out tomorrow, maybe I will see you. Good things go, but so do the bad. Took me way too long to seize the day. I'll pick you up at 8. You know, you've been hurt before. I know the feeling of heartbreak. Oh, I know you've been hurt before. It's hard to you know, you've been hurt before. I know the feeling of such heartbreak. Oh, I know it's hard to trust again, but all things have to end, so we'll let it go. There's nothing left to do. There's nothing left to lose. If the sun comes out tomorrow, maybe I will see you. Good things go, so to the bad. Took me way too long to learn that we'll ride it out and wait for better things to come our way. For now, let's seize the day. I'll pick you up at 8.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
And that was Shot in the Dark by HYRE, who will be co-headlining GENERATIONext 2, happening at La Vitrola on January 25th. Entry is $8, pay what you can, but tickets are also available online. Thank you so much for coming into studio.
Thank you. Sorry, thank you. Thank you for having me.
So this has been the Montreal Sessions with Mags and Aura from Lux Magna, happening the 25th to the 28th. You can get your tickets online. We're very excited to be here on CKUT 90.3 FM. The hour is 5:01, and have a good day, y'all.